All right, Tony, you are live.
What's going on, Sean? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? Enjoying this weather?
Yes, sir. It is now November.
Probably wishing it was a little bit colder at this point, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what. It was pretty chilly here last weekend. Last Sunday morning, Jason and I went out in some public land that actually an area that we had not hunted before, and the high for the day was like 47 degrees, I think. It was in the 30s in the morning, so definitely some good cool weather that we were looking for.
Did y'all catch any movement? I know public land can be tough.
Yeah, it can be tough, but it just basically emphasizes all the little details that you have to pay attention to, because those deer are a little bit more pressured than maybe they are on some private lands.
Absolutely.
I did have a nice 8-pointer walk right under the tree, so that was some good activity there, and it's promising. It's gonna be warmer this weekend. Gonna be in the 70s for highs, but I plan on getting out there tomorrow, I think. So might not be that same exact stand, but probably in the same vicinity as I was.
Now, Tony, you've done a lot of public land hunting. Do you have any tips or anything? I know just things to stay away from, things to try, things to do. I mean, I know you mentioned the green fields out in public land are tough to hunt.
Well, at least around here in Georgia, last year I did some hunting over fields and things like that on the public lands. It just seemed like those deer were skittish to go out into the open fields.
Yeah.
So I just started getting back in timber, and really the biggest tip or thing that I have found is you can't be afraid to put in the work and the physical effort that's required doing these public lands, because
a lot of walking, a lot of picking out places.
That's right. Most people are gonna not go too far in. They're gonna stay close to where they parked and all that. You've got to be willing to put in a pretty good hike to get back into an area that's not going to be pressured as much. Those deer haven't been hunted,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the biggest thing that tip that I can say. But obviously this is totally different when you talk about public land out west in Colorado. It's completely different. And I'm sure there's some folks out there that have done that a lot that could probably give some tips there. Maybe they don't want to share.
Yeah, keep their secrets.
Oh yeah, but we started off the hunt camp report season. It was all about antelope and
elk.
That's right, antelope and elk and mule deer, and I tell you what, it's whitetail time now. So today we're going to be talking to Carl Drake, which actually
he just joined. So
that's right. We're gonna have to give Carl Drake a call here in a second. So we have to probably should have been filming with his phone, so we called my phone. We just gotta pull up Carl's phone number on my phone, and we're gonna give him a call and see what he's got to say. He's from Kentucky, and do you still have him your phone from the start report?
I do.
Awesome. So we can call him that way.
You want me to go ahead and call him?
Yeah, give him a call. Carl's he's from Indiana. He hunts Indiana and Kentucky too. So
it might be kind of hard to hear outside, but
yeah. Well,
hello.
What's going on, Carl? How you doing?
Hey, doing great, man. How you doing?
Awesome, man. It's early November, and that means one thing to hunters: it's time to get out there.
Oh, and what a great start to November it's been, man. It's getting ready to happen.
So
we're so close.
Oh yeah. So what have you been seeing up there? You're in Indiana, right, Carl?
Right. I've been down on my lease in Indiana. I just came home today to get some more supplies. I went down last Friday and was checking trail cameras and was seeing some really nice target bucks. Starting to see some rubs, a few scrapes, but it's just something clicked this week that all of a sudden the scrapes and rubs have exploded everywhere. I was going around making several mock scrapes, and using some of the dominant buck lure from Buck Bomb and some of the doe esters. It seems like every mock scrape I made, there would be another scrape made with it, and both of them tore up completely.
Oh, wow.
It's just like within the last 3 days, they're just tearing them up hard.
I reckon you've got some deer in the area, Carl.
Oh, absolutely. There's about 3 or 4 shooters that I'm watching. They're just right on the verge of the daylight hours. They're not quite hitting it. I'm seeing a few of the small bucks trying to chase, but the big bucks are just in that cruising mode. They're just kind of cruising through the woods. I'm going to start picking up my rattling activity here this weekend, because I think we are on the verge just everything switching over to full-blown rut.
So typically, does that peak rut time happen pretty much on the same time every year? Does weather affect it quite a bit in your area?
You know, honestly, I don't think weather has a great effect, because I have seen it at 80 degrees and bucks midday looking for does. It's all about that doe. Whenever she starts changing, that's when the bucks will start chasing and everything. So, I mean, if it's a little colder, I think the bucks will move a little bit more on their feet. And if you play that moon phase, which we do have a full moon now,
that's right.
It could play a little bit of effect to it too. But once rut hits, I mean, it hit hard. You can see them all day long.
Ooh, so tell us, Carl, do you have any buck or bucks that you're really wanting to put down this year?
Oh, absolutely. At my farm in Kentucky, I've got a buck down there that I think is going to push somewhere around 170. He's big deer. We're going to go after him next week. And like I said, at the least in Indiana, I've got at least 5 deer that are all going to go 140 to 170 area right there. Just need the right one to show up at the right time.
That's right. Sounds like you've got some fun hunting ahead of you.
I do. I'm off for the next 3 weeks, and I'm going to engulf myself in the woods, because, you know, even in the rain, it was pouring the rain the other night, and I was out in the woods, and I saw 5 does and 3 bucks. You're not going to kill them while you're sitting at home, you know, playing video games. You got to put the time in, like you said, put the effort in to connect with them.
That's right. So keep that in mind, Sean. You can't kill them at home.
Oh, absolutely. And we're finding that there's a little bit of wind here, so I'm telling you what, get your BioStrike out, spray yourself down good with BioStrike, because it's going to help you in the long run, I guarantee it.
You want to refresh everybody who we're talking to?
Yeah, so again, this is Carl Drake, guys. He's one of our longtime HS field staff guys. He's got a lot of experience hunting in the field. And Carl, you actually even went to Africa this year, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely. What a great time we had in Africa. And I'll tell you, Tony, the BioStrike played a huge role in us getting our animals over there.
What were you hunting over there?
We hunted an Inyala, a zebra, a bush buck, and an impala. And especially the bush buck, because it was kind of like a spot and stalk on the river bottoms, and you have to play the wind and have everything in your favor. And, you know, every morning we'd spray down really good with the BioStrike, and it's better than carrying zebra dung around with you and burning it, because that's what they use for cover set.
That's right. You did mention that they would burn some basically piles of crap and use that as their scent elimination, right?
Oh, absolutely. And they love the process we use. You know, we had these safe bags, you know, and they just thought it was a great idea. And we left them with a few gifts too, so I know they'll utilize those.
That's right. Cool. Appreciate you carrying the Scentaway name over to Africa. Maybe next time you go over there, everybody will have Scentaway in their packs already.
Oh, you know, they got to, because you know what, Tony? Scentaway has been one of those things that has stood the test of times. It's proven itself over and over with me. You can come to my trophy room and I can prove it to you that it's been one of those mainstay things in my hunting career.
I'm sure the Carl Drake trophy room has more than a few heads in there from all around.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, good luck to you, Carl. We look forward to seeing what you end up putting on the ground this year.
Oh, we will be looking forward to hopefully showing you some good stuff. So everybody stay safe and shoot straight out there.
Awesome. We'll see you later, Carl.
See you, buddy.
Bye. Yeah, Carl's a great guy. We just wanted to check in with him this week and see what he was up to. You know, as we're going.
Sounds like he's been busy.
Yeah, he has been busy. I mean, it's the Hunt Camp Report, so
yeah.
We wanted to call in and get some of our friends report and see what they're seeing in the field.
And believe it or not, there are people out there that know more than me and Tony.
Absolutely, there are. And Carl knows a lot more. I promise you. But yeah, so I mean, we really expect to start seeing even more big bucks start following this week and the following week, as especially in the Midwest, you know, the rut's really going to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to start transitioning from really the pre-rut into maybe within the next week or two, really the lockdown period, you know, that peak rut time where those does are getting bred by these bucks.
And keep in mind, your southern states, your Alabama, your Mississippi, your, Georgia. I think Georgia might be a little earlier than Alabama, but I mean, our rut doesn't kick off till late December, January. So
right, the South is very interesting because, like you said, in Alabama, it's really late there. But
yeah,
we actually had someone contact us last week that said they harvested a buck here in Georgia they said it was in full rut.
Oh wow!
So it's such a regional thing.
I know we just talked about, the weather not playing too much of a factor, but we did just have a cold front and a couple storms pass through, and that can always get the animals, the deer moving. So.
And if it's not rut related, it's just getting them on their feet.
Yeah.
When you get a cold front or you get a big storm before and after, those animals are going to be on their feet.
And see, when it's hot out, the deer don't want to go waste all the energy during the hot day, so they wait for the sun to go down, do all their eating and grazing during at night. And then by the time you're out there during daylight hours, they're not out. So, I mean, that can always hurt. William Sullivan says Florida is different all over, several different ruts. So, I mean...
I've actually heard that there's a rut somewhere in Florida, like in the middle of summer, like in June. I mean...
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in the next week. The Hunt Camp Report, it's only going to get more and more, I think, interesting as
absolutely.
we go. It goes through the month of November, through November 30th, and each week that you share the Hunt Camp Report post, you get entered for that week's weekly giveaway drawing for the Centaway BioStrike prize pack and HS hat, as well as each week that you share it, you get an additional entry for the grand prize giveaway, which is a November 2018 archery hunt in Missouri with IMB Outfitters. So that's going to be really cool. All you got to do is get yourself there with your bow and your equipment, and we'll take care of the setting you up on the hunt and the tag and the outfitter fee and all that stuff. So it's going to be a good time. One person's going to win that, so be sure to keep sharing the post each week. And we'll actually announce who the winner is via Facebook Live from the ATA show this coming January.
Absolutely. So I know everyone's anxious about that.
Oh yeah.
We're all excited. We've seen a lot of deer already hit the ground this season. I know there's a lot of us and a lot of y'all out there that still haven't got y'all's, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody's grip and grin photos. I'm ready to post one up myself.
That's right. I heard there's that big old hog we've been talking about.
Yeah.
I heard he fell this weekend.
Big hog took a shot. He didn't go down easy though. So
tough one.
One of my good buddies actually shot him from
the Georgia flags, Sean. You all right with that?
No. I'll let him slide. But so one of my good buddies, Tom, was actually hunting a ground blind and had that big hog walk out in front of him, and he said he was bigger than he expected. That thing was 250, pushing 300. It was just a massive hog.
There you go, hog.
And he shot it from about 10 yards, 10 feet away, and well, that's a big difference, but it was about 5 to 10 yards away. Shot him with a crossbow, stuck right in its side, and just didn't go through, didn't leave a blood trail. So he shot him on the evening hunt, and they were never able to find him. So that's always a shame. You always want to be able to harvest whatever you're shooting.
But I tell you what, with a hog, those things breed so quickly.
Yeah.
Hopefully he went off somewhere and he's not going to be making more hogs.
Yeah.
He'll be tearing up the land and destroying properties.
Absolutely. And speaking of tearing up the land, one thing we're all kind of frustrated with is we've got a herd of neighboring donkeys taking over our property. So I was sitting in a ladder last Saturday, and sure enough, 30 minutes into my hunt, I have about 6 donkeys and a big mule walk out in the green field, and actually watched 2 deer that were about to enter the field turn around and walk off. They're not real good friends with donkeys. I know donkeys like to keep coyotes out and just keep everything away from their herd. So
yeah,
not real friendly animals when it comes to that.
I've heard of having some cattle come in on a deer hunt, but not mules.
Yeah, so that was, and they were making, of course, the donkey racket and doing their thing. So that kind of blew up my Saturday hunt. So I'm kind of PO'd about that, but it's all right. I will hunt again.
That's right. Like you were saying, really the best time there in Alabama where you're at is yet to come.
Yeah, so late December, January, and
that's right.
I know I'm excited about it, and I'm sure my brothers are too. So
cool. Sounds like the Cook family has got some good things in store for
Heck yeah.
hunt season.
Well, Tony, thank you for hosting this one by yourself.
Yeah.
I think you've done a heck of a job.
Before we go, you got to tell Jeff Carr that you are the winner this week of the Centaway BioStrike.
You are going to
prize
get
pack.
what Tony's in his hand right here. Centaway BioStrike. This is our premium Centaway.
Yep.
And it's amazing stuff. I guarantee you spray this stuff in the stinkiest boot you have, 30 seconds later, you're not going to smell it.
Right.
It's
Patented formula, nobody else can say that. 99.99% effective at eliminating actual human odors, not replicated. I
Yep.
mean, this is legitimate stuff. I mean, nobody else comes close to it. Like we told you in previous weeks, you know, we did a third-party study against other similar elimination sprays out there, and ours was 2 times more effective
Yep.
than the second best spray. So I mean,
it's
gonna,
hard to beat
if
that.
you're going to go out hunting and you want to chase a big buck or something, a mature doe even, you know, nobody wants a mature
Those mature doe
coming at
can
'em.
sometimes, catch you faster than a mature buck will.
You need to take every measure you can and use the best stuff you can possible, and it's Centaway BioStrike. So you're going to get the prize pack,
Yeah.
you're going to get the 32-ounce spray, you're going to get the body wash, you're going to get the odor shield, the detergent, as well as an HS hat. So Jeff Carr, let us know what your address is, what hat you like, and we'll get your BioStrike out to you.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. Well, everybody have a great week out there. First week in November should be good.
Yep.
We'll
Be
see.
safe, guys, and straight shooting.
That's right. We'll see you next week.